Tonight, join Ursula Carlson, Chris Parker, Josh Thompson, Bree Tomasel and Vaughan Smith as we look back on the week and ask, have you been paying attention? And now, here's your host, Hayley Sproul.
Ngā mihi nui kia koutou katoa. Welcome to Have You Been Paying Attention? And it's the final show of our season, and we're ending things the way we always dreamed of, in level 3 with everyone at home on their laptops. Later tonight, we'll be joined by our guest quizmasters, New Zealand music royalty Holly Smith, and later by New Zealand kind of royalty Clark Gayford. But tuatahi nei, let's say hello to our contestants. From all across Tāmaki Makaurau, it's Ursula Carlson, Chris Parker, Josh Thompson, Bree Tomasel, and a homeschool teacher that doesn't know what he's doing, so he just puts on Shrek all day. It's Vaughan Smith.
The Shrek's for me. I love Shrek. Watch it every day.
Love a lot of Shrek, don't you? No mai hoki mai, everyone. Lovely to see you all. Josh, still in lockdown with the kids, eh?
Still in lockdown, yes. One little tip for parents out there, we got some face painting paints, and so I face painted my daughter and she face painted me.
Oh, cute. Have a look at this. So you are in action.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm pretty stoked there. I was actually quite pleased with that. I've always wanted to give it a go, and so I'm quite pleased with how it turned out with her. I painted her as a tiger. Have a look at this.
Let's have a look. Oh my gosh.
Right?
Good work, Josh.
Pretty good.
I actually can't handle this.
Yeah. Very cute, and a brilliant face painting job from me, and she it wasn't very good. She didn't. I mean, she's very young, but she's. I'll show you what I look like anyway. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's not to scale, but that is her attempt at a tiger. So.
Wow. Okay, so maybe just one creative in the family there, Josh. It's good to know early. Bree Tomasel, you, like many of us, have been lured in this lockdown by some online shopping.
Yeah, I thought, Hayley, there's no better time than now to become a beauty blogger. So I've went down that track and it's going really well.
Let's have a look at your first attempt.
I was scared to take it off. Oh, yo! This is definitely gonna work.
I mean, it was a good first try. I kind of look like the red bird from Angry Birds, which, I mean, he's hot.
It looks like you just stuck on one of my eyebrows.
You were my inspiration, Josh.
Thank you. It's very kind.
Well done. Well, good luck. I will be sure to follow you on YouTube. Now, Vaughan, coming over to your place now, of course, it is our last show of the season. I believe you have a little guest.
Yeah, this is my daughter August.
Hi, August.
Has been doing some homeschooling, and this week we were learning about planets, and she said, I'm going to search for some memes about planets. And here now to explain the meme she found is August. Now, how does this one work, August?
It's one of Pluto, Mickey Mouse's dog, and it's I'm a dog, not a planet. So shove it up your anus.
Oh, Augie, you've mispronounced.
Very much. Pronounce that as 2 words. That's fine. And that's because Uranus is a planet, right? That's right. So there's your classical miscommunication there. So that took some explain to the teacher when it got added to their classwork.
Well done, Augie. Thank you for that lesson.
Oh my God, that was so good.
Really good. I've never pronounced Uranus like that. I didn't realise it had the comma in the middle.
Real space, syllabled out the whole thing.
Wow, guys.
Please get your vaccine. So that my children can go back to school.
All right, team, it is time to dive into some news. Put your hands on your buzzers. Let's get into it. This caused waves around the country.
Dancing, drinking, kissing.
What is going on there, Chris?
Looks like I've been left out of the group chat again, Hayley. Furious about that.
Mate. I'm sorry you weren't invited. Josh?
Oh, they've really ramped up the 1 p.m. briefings, haven't they?
Got to keep people watching. Vaughan?
No, it was something that was covered in the old 1 p.m. briefing. It was that big party on Saturday night on the North Shore.
Yeah, with some influencers. Perhaps you were there, Bree. I don't want to Cause some hearsay here, but yeah, there was a North Shore house party that happened despite Auckland being in level 3, and scientists had this advice.
COVID aerosol does come from your mouth, so sucking on another person's COVID hole is not recommended.
Well done, Vaughan. The Director General of Health was having fun on the weekend.
That is Ashley Bloomfield dancing.
Spread your legs.
What's got him busting moves like that, Vaughan?
He was warming up for that party on Saturday night. He just had to make sure he still had it.
Tomo?
Yeah, it was actually a side effect of the vaccine. He's actually in incredible pain.
Ursula?
He was dancing because it's Super Saturday and 130,000 Kiwis got vaccinated.
Yes, they did indeed, and for that, we thank them. There was some harsh feedback this week.
Words like unworkable, not fit for purpose, too simplistic were thrown around.
What is that all about, Bree?
This is really awkward because I put her down as my reference.
That backfired on you then, Ursula?
No, that's what's going to happen when I go for a pedicure after this lockdown.
What are they talking about there? What was that harsh feedback about, Chris?
No, it's just an independent COVID-19 expert reviewing our new traffic light system, right?
Yeah, they're just saying it's all a bit of hoopla, a bit confusing. Points are yours, Chris. Green co-leader James Shaw wasn't given an option.
No, we can't do it by Zoom. That was made abundantly clear.
Did you ask?
What is he talking about, Bree?
A prostate exam. Can't do it on Zoom.
No good via Zoom, you're quite right there. Ursula?
No, weirdly, going to Glasgow for the climate change conference, they all have to fly there to stuff up the earth a little bit more.
Yeah, so they all have to fly to Glasgow in person for the COP26 Climate Change Conference. 10 points. Jacinda Ardern was clearing up rumours on the AM show.
We've all been very careful to make sure we make very clear distinctions about roles here.
What is she talking about, Chris?
Well, when two men love each other very much, they need to decide who's going to be where. So a conversation needs to be had.
I'm sure that conversation does happen often, not the one I'm talking about. Josh?
Who should bring what to the potluck? Last time there were heaps of Savaloys.
Slightly more relevant conversation, shall we say. Bree?
No, it was actually about accusing someone in her office using their work time to plan her wedding.
Yeah, she is talking about that. There's some rumours that they're using work time to discuss her wedding. Vaughan?
Imagine if everybody had to admit to the people that they work for how much time they'd spend on their own wedding at work.
Oh, honestly.
I literally stole a ream of very expensive paper from work to print my wedding invites on.
Australia is opening its borders to New Zealanders, but only those who are what, Chris?
DTF.
I mean, it's helpful, isn't it, if you're going to go all that way? Not DTF, Bree?
It's a really simple answer, Hayley. It's for people who have been living in the South Island, haven't been to the North Island for 14 days, are double vaccinated, returned a negative COVID test, and are also racist. Yeah. So, simple.
Hey, as the Australian on the show, I'll let you have that one.
Thank you.
Former US President Bill Clinton had a rough weekend. What happened? Bree?
He took a Which Friends character are you quiz and he got Monica.
Oh, of course he would. No, not why he had a tough time. Ursula?
No, didn't he have a raging UTI that he had to go to hospital for? But he did not have sexual relations with anyone.
You know, Ursula, my card doesn't say word for word raging UTI.
Mate, you only go to hospital with a raging UTI, otherwise you just have some yogurt and a bit of water.
It's 10 points for you. He was hospitalised to treat a urological infection that spread to his bloodstream, aka a raging UTI. Big event for this royal couple.
Tonight's red carpet was green. All the food meat-free, and of course Prince William and Kate arrived in a different kind of vehicle, an electric one.
What are they attending there, Vaughan?
That's their first annual Smug Arsehole Conference.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like that. Bree?
Yeah, it's Chloe Swarbrick's birthday party.
I'm sure it would look quite similar. Chris?
Is it the Earth's Hot Award or the Earth Shot Awards? I can't work it out. I think Earth's Hot makes more sense, but I want it to be Earth Shot.
It is Earthshot. I don't think you want an award called the Earth's Hot.
But it's literally like a climate crisis award. Surely it's Earth's Hot.
It is the first ever Earthshot Awards, with £1 million grants awarded for new ideas and technologies to tackle the climate crisis. All right, my friends, it's time for a break, but we'll be right back with our first guest quizmaster, Holly Smith, Akawakane.
Generally, when you're looking for a new home, you're looking for this slow piece of shit.
I'm looking for my banana.
It smells good. I'm thinking about it all the time. You want to feel those hands on your... Beep, 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 beep. Back up the booty. And I'm going to hate to beat his ass.
This is escalating. Whoa, buckle in.
Good fight though, man. That one put on a mean scrap.
Most of it was over this ball.
Now that's what I'd call gnarly.
Tēnā koutou katoa. Welcome back to Have You Been Paying Attention for our season finale. And Ursula, you're another one who's been still stuck homeschooling the kids.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not very good. I'm sort of more the principal, but I try.
There you go. And I see this week you had a new classmate in the room. Have a look.
Yes, look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Honestly, look, I mean, look at my daughter. She's so smiley, but she doesn't take in as much as the cat.
But you really put your cat through her paces on her first day, didn't you?
Look, I mean, because she was paying attention so much, so I was sort of Googling stuff that would interest the cat, and then I found this thing where you could put a cucumber and your cat would get a fright, and I thought, my cat's too smart for that, so I tried it.
Well, let's just see how she went.
Go. That's a big cucumber.
Gee, from your personal collection, is it?
She's totally unaware at this point.
Oh! I didn't think it was going to work. It worked. I felt bad for hours.
Honestly, if it was that big, I would be that scared.
All right, team. Well, crimp your hair and pop your eyelashes on. This is Showbiz. Hands on buzzers, please. This clip had movie fans excited.
Stay still! Get out of here!
Ooh, what are we looking at there? Josh?
Someone ordered a coffee, but they don't know who.
Not the answer I'm after here, Josh, but good try. Bree?
That's the new Batman movie, Hayley. It's got Robert Pattinson in it as Batman.
Indeed, and this time it's featuring the Riddler as the villain. Bond star Daniel Craig has said he prefers to go to gay bars. For what reason? Bree?
It's because he can enter through the back entrance.
Okay, no, you...
Yeah, and avoid the paparazzi, that's why.
I get you. Chris?
No, he gets into less fights, right, at the gay bars. People are more slapping him on the arse rather than slapping him across the face.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't mind as much. The points are yours, Chris. Friend of the show, Brynley, had a tough decision on Celebrity Treasure Island.
I'm looking at the options, and it's out of Buck, Candy, Edna, and I.
Options for what? We've got a bit of an unfair disadvantage here, having Bree and Chris in the room. Anyway, we'll get into it. Ursula?
Mate, I watched the show. I love it. She was wondering who's going to be Big Spoon, Little Spoon.
Not quite. I don't think things have been going well in the Report for a while. Chris?
I mean, I wasn't there at the time because I'd been poached to another camp, but I think she was trying to decide who the new team captain was going to be.
Indeed, to be Report's next captain. Those are the options she was weighing up. Brynley was chosen, but only lasted a day as the teams were then merged. Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly revealed how they fell in love to GQ.
I'll tell you where we first met.
Where did we first meet?
At a GQ party.
Facts. Oh, actually tell that story.
Right. You said to me...
You smell like weed.
And I said...
What did he say, Ursula?
He said, you don't have COVID then.
That's a good sign. Bree?
No, he said, I am weed.
Let's see if you're right.
I am weed.
What does that even mean, Vaughan?
And then he followed up with, did you bring any of the Transformers with you?
All right, team, it's time to welcome our first guest quizmaster. She's a New Zealand music icon with a brand new album on the way. Holly Smith, kia ora.
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah. Encore.
We love it. Thanks for having me.
Oh, welcome to the show, Holly. An absolute pleasure. New music for the first time in 5 years. We've been waiting for it. How does it feel?
Yeah, I'm very good at procrastinating and apparently quite lazy. But no, finally out. I mean, things got a bit COVID-y as well there for a moment. So, you know, we've had some delays. But
hence this weird situation we've put you in here on this strange Zoom call. The new album's called Coming In From the Dark. Tell us a little bit about it. Ooh.
I know, right. Pretty exciting. We've got some great guests on it. The New Zealand Symphony Orchestra on a few tracks. We've got Teeks, we've got Razor Beezer, a little bit from Solomio as well, my band. They're incredible and, yeah, super excited. Terrified, absolutely terrified, but very, very excited to have it finally out.
Now, of course, recently, huge moment in your career. You had a little cameo on Shortland Street.
Whoa!
Hey. Here you are with Dr. Chris Warner, of course. How was that experience?
Oh, Chris Warner's kind of the canary in the mine, really. Like, if he goes, we're screwed. Like, no, I mean, 11-year-old me would have been wearing her pants. So I was pretty stoked. It was nice to see it all in real life.
Chris, do you have a question?
I just want to know, like, Holly, where does it come from? This, like, effortless coolness? Like, can I buy it? Is there a product you're taking that can make me just seem, like, cool and, like, down with it like you are?
Of course you can, Chris. This is all you need in your life. Please go and purchase my album, and it comes with magic powers on a download thing.
Great plug.
Tomo?
Holly, you said you've got some symphony orchestra stuff on that album. Does that mean you're interested in classical instruments? Because I happen to know someone who plays grade 5 clarinet.
I'll raise you. I'll raise you, boy.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you know that wasn't even planned? I just happened to have it recorded.
Us musos have always got instruments lying around.
I was so stoked you brought out a clarinet.
So sorry, Chris, is this the coolness that you were hoping to get from Holly?
It started cool, and as soon as that recorder came out, everything kind of evaporated.
Holly, a pleasure to have you on the show. Are you ready to ask our contestants our music questions?
I will do my very best.
Take it away.
Okay, Lord had a message for Aotearoa on Super Saturday. She told us after we get out our jab, what should we go and do?
Chris.
You got to blink 3 times when you feel it kicking in, I believe is what she said.
Not quite her advice there, Bree.
No, she said we should all go treat ourselves, maybe a cream bun or an apple turnover, and then a fennel bong.
Yeah. I was surprised she didn't mention any fruit bongs, but yes, correct. Okay, so what has Elton John just done for the first time in 16 years?
Joshua.
A lady?
I don't know if that's quite true, Chris.
He's back at #1 on the UK singles chart, Hayley, with his song with Dua Lipa, right?
Yes, #1 on the UK singles chart.
With Cold Heart, which is it's a banger. Holly, hit us with our last question, please.
One celebrity, very big, Peppa Pig, had a message for another one of the world's most famous singers.
Because we've actually got a voice message from a piggy celebrity.
Hello, Adele. That made me really, really sad.
Oh. Sad. It says why was she mad, but why was she sad and mad at Adele?
Why was she sad and mad, Chris?
Well, Adele ran off with Daddy Pig, then broke up with him, then wrote a song about it.
One went to the market, one...
Not why Peppa Pig is sad with Adele, Josh.
Did she eat Georgie Pig?
She hasn't for a while. She's looking great.
She's been off I think she's been off the bacon. Bree.
One of her fans asked her on a live stream if she would ever collab with Peppa Pig, and Adele said, nope, she's vegan.
Well, there you go. I always thought Peppa Pig was a boy.
Well, Holly, you were wrong. Holly Smith, it's such a delight to have you on the show. Thank you so much for joining us. Haere rā.
Bye, my album.
Thanks, man.
Yay, bye, your album. Kia ora anō e hoa mā. Well, pack your map and your fanny pack. We're taking a trip around the world. Hands on buzzers, let's get into it. Here's an exciting moment in Russia. What is going on there, Josh?
This is a woman using something for the first time, so 75 men have turned up to explain how to use it.
Oh, well, you're close there, Bree.
No, it's an actor getting back from space after filming the first ever movie in space.
Yeah, that is right. That's the actor Yulia Peresild, who's just landed back on Earth. Absolutely wild. Heading to Paris. What is going on there, Bree?
That's Jacinda in 2052 coming out for the 1 p.m. press conference. She's now a robot. She's like, one more week, everyone, one more.
No, that is not Cindy in the future. What are we looking at there, Vaughan?
It's a giant puppet representing Syrian refugees, and it was kind of like to raise awareness of how hard it is for refugees in France.
It is. It's been touring the world to raise awareness for the plight of migrants. 10 points to you, Vaughan. This video out of Germany has many people excited. Okay, very confusing video. What is that about, Bree?
Looks like James Shaw is able to have that prostate exam on Zoom after all.
Too true, too true. Not the answer though, Vaughan.
It's a male contraceptive machine. It ultrasounds your sperm and confuses them or microwaves them and like they pop or something. But yeah, it'll mean you can't get a woman pregnant.
That is indeed. That is a male contraception machine which just won a development prize in Germany. Zaps your sperm, makes them all slow. Josh Thompson?
You can save a lot of money by just using those Dyson hand dryers. You just put your balls in there. Well, I do anyway. It's
Follow
exhilarating.
his advice. Moving along. Around 400 koalas in Australia have been injected with what this week? Josh?
Just a bit of pizzazz. They're quite slow, you know. They just could do with something.
I love them. They're my favourite animal. Ursula?
No, everyone in Palmer and Hamilton is watching this case closely. It's a treatment for chlamydia.
It is indeed a trial vaccine for chlamydia. This looks like a fun day in London. What is happening there, Bree?
It's a virgin camp. I attended.
They are children, we would hope so.
Well, that's why they're there, Hayley. I mean, you know.
Josh?
Is this students working on a spell against Prince Andrew?
It is not. Chris, can you get the right answer for me?
I think it's 20 years since Harry Potter got released, right? So there was like a wand school for the kids.
You're right there. Fans of Harry Potter are getting a lesson from the film's wand choreographer to celebrate 20 years of Harry Potter. All right, team, it's time now for an individual challenge. Now, we know that you can remember the news, but can you rhyme with it? It's a brand new game we call Rhyme Time News. All right, contestants, it's nice and simple. I give you a word from this week's news. I need you to give me 5 words that rhyme with it, all under a strict time limit of 10 seconds.
Oh.
We're going to start with you, Josh Thompson.
Oh, but this is racist.
It's not racist.
You think I'm good at rapping? I swear to God.
Sonny Bill Williams has committed the next 2 years of his life to boxing, with fans hoping to see a match up with NRL legend Paul Gallen. Can you tell me 5 words that rhyme with box? Go.
Mox, knocks, cocks, blocks, shocks.
You've done it. How low was that? 10 points to you, Josh.
Nice
Well done.
Woo!
Yeah.
Regular M&M over there.
Yeah. Did I say cocks? I meant like the guy in the rowboat.
Yeah, we knew that. I could hear it.
When I said cocks, I meant this.
All right, Josh, well done. Off to a good start. We're going to come to you now, Mr. Vaughan Smith. The British Museum uncovered what it believes to be the earliest depiction of a ghost ever discovered on a tablet more than 3,500 years old. Can you tell me 5 words that rhyme with ghost? Go.
Toast, boast, most, jost. Is that a word? No.
I'm not paying
Roast
jost.
and post.
You've got it.
Oh.
You nearly
Nice
stuffed
one.
up there with jost, but you've done it.
Nice.
Nice work.
You jost got in there, Vaughan. It was very close, but you jost.
I was thinking of joust. I was thinking of joust.
Bree, Tomasel coming to your place now.
Oh no.
Over the weekend, the Labour Party celebrated 1 year since their landslide win of the 2020 election. Can you tell me 5 words that rhyme with poll? Go.
Dole, soul, knoll, coal, toll. Did I say that one?
We've had toll twice, have we?
Foal.
There you go. Well done, Bree.
I thought you were going to give me election, and all I could think was erection.
Yep. Yep, I could see you were thinking of erections that whole time. You did well there, Bree Tomasel. Not
you gave
bad.
Me a
All right.
hard one.
All right, guys, that is 3 for 3. Let's see how you go, Ursula Carlson.
Oh, I've never been more nervous in my life, Hayley.
The International Space Station tilted out of control for 45 minutes after a Russian astronaut unexpectedly tested a thruster. Can you tell me 5 words that rhyme with thrust? Go.
Trust, bust, lust. I can't think of anything else. Get vaccinated, guys. It's important.
She used her time wisely. She used her time wisely. You gotta admire it.
Ursula, you've sacrificed 10 points for your message there.
Someone's got to do it, Hayley.
No points paid. The winning streak is over. Let's see if you can bring it home, Chris Parker.
Lucky last.
Adele's new song, Easy on Me, has shattered single-day streaming records. Can you tell me 5 words that rhyme with easy? Go.
Peasy, squeezy, lemoneasy. I total what Ursh said, please get vaccinated in New Zealand.
I'm sorry, I'm going to ask you, your time's up. I'm going to ask you, what's the definition, I want the Oxford, of peasy?
Like easy peasy.
Yeah, but what's the definition?
When something's really easy, it's easy peasy.
And the definition of lemon easy?
Well, if it's super, super easy, then it would be easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Right, okay. No points paid to you. We started so strong, and there you go. We ended with an absolute crash and burn. It's time now for a break. Get vaccinated. But we'll be right back with Clark Gayford, Akawaki May.
The Queen has been caught on camera criticising
morbidly obese cats. And police are now investigating.
Yeah, show them how to do it, Mama. I have not seen the footage. I have had it described to me.
They exchange body fluids.
Because they don't like that particular person. But what if that person is your mother?
There's a big but. And believe you me, there are quite a few of them.
Oh, that's really lovely.
Welcome back to Have You Been Paying Attention for our season final. All right, team, trim your nails and take your hoops out. This is sport. Kiwi motocross star Courtney Duncan was being honest.
I was more pissed at myself, like that was just a dumb mistake.
What was a dumb mistake? What's she talking about, Bree?
Wearing that hat on television, Hayley, I think.
I don't know, it depends on who you ask, Chris.
Did she crash her car in the last home stretch?
Well, it's not a car.
Oh, I don't fucking know. I just tap out. That was my one go at having a crack at sport.
Do you want, Chris?
Good night. Good night.
All right, Chris, will you have a little sulk on the bed for a bit? Who wants to sweep in and take the points? Josh?
Yeah, it was one of those two-wheeled cars, and she had a little crash.
Thank you, Josh. Josh, you take the points. She crashed on the home straight of a race. Take a look.
Then on home straight to victory, a nasty crash.
She couldn't find the ball.
That's really got to hurt there. But she did come back after a quick medical tent visit and win the second race, Chris.
She would have been a lot safer in a car, I'm just going to say.
She would have been. She would have been. Yeah. Former All Blacks coach Sir Steve Hansen had a big weekend.
Wasn't sort of around anybody because I can tend to get a wee bit excited, but I was doing a wee bit of leg slapping and...
Oh, God, sorry, I'm just recovering from all that energy. What's all that about, Bree?
He had a great time on the North Shore, Hayley. Fantastic time.
I don't believe he attended. Ursula.
He's co-owner of a racehorse that won this $15 million race in Sydney. It's a real richest to richest story, this one.
It really is. Doesn't it just tug on your heartstrings? You are correct, 10 points to you. The first ever World Cup for what unusual sport was held in Tarragona, Spain last weekend? Ursula.
Is it something that's not really a sport? Is it marching?
Oh, no.
You are lucky you are not in this studio, Ursula Carlson.
What will you do, march over?
I would backwards cross over right over your face.
That sounds like a sex lie from my 20s.
Oh, my God. How dare you? Chris.
You know, it's that game that we all play as children, where you tap a balloon up in the air and if it touches the ground, you lose.
That's it. It's called the Balloon World Cup, where players have to keep a balloon off the ground. Let's take a look.
Le van a dar a Rafa, bien Francesco de la Cruz. ¡Lo ha salvado! ¡Punto! ¡No! ¡No me lo creo! ¡No puede ser!
Well, looks like anything can be a sport, Hayley, even marching.
Okay. You know what, Chris? I didn't expect that from you. I didn't expect that from you.
I got influenced by Ursula. I want to be just like her.
All right, team, it's time to welcome our next guest quizmaster. He's the host of the brand new show, Moving Houses. Kia ora, Clark Gayford. Lovely to have you back on the show. You've been here once before. Clark, how have you been, mate? Things must be pretty cruisy in your life, I imagine, at the moment.
Not a lot going on. Well, now I now live in Wellington, so yeah, a few changes.
Where are you at the moment, Clark?
This is Premier House in the office.
Bloody show off.
And you're sitting on a bit of at an interesting desk, aren't you?
Well, nothing goes to waste around here. They like recycling things. So actually, this is Rob Muldoon's old desk right now, and the chairs themselves are actually the old cabinet chairs.
Wow.
So yeah, nothing ever gets thrown out. It just ends up in Premier House.
What does it smell like? What does Rob Muldoon's desk smell like?
It smells probably, I imagine, the exact opposite of Chris Parker's bedroom.
Now, of course, you are the host of the brand new show, Moving Houses, which I have to say I've watched and I absolutely loved it. Tell us about it.
Oh, it's lovely to hear, Hayley. Yeah, I mean, the name's in the title. We pick up houses and we move them. And it's a real Kiwi thing. It's not really done in many places around the world, but New Zealanders love it because we hate things going to waste. And people say, well, you can't do that. And then some New Zealanders went, yeah, I reckon we could. And they put them on trucks and away we go.
When I watched it, it was like watching Grand Designs meets Ice Road Truckers. Because it's sort of, you follow the whole journey, don't you? Them uplifting the house, driving through the streets, these tiny narrow things, the house nearly falling off and hitting cars and poles. And then you finish and see the final product.
You've done my job for me. I don't know what to add to that.
I'm just saying, TVNZ, you know, there's a host in this building already. No, you do a great job, Clark. And of course, you follow along the whole journey with them. You're in the trucks, and it looks like by this clip, you make friends quite easily.
All right, next stop at Whiri Peninsula. Yeah, man. Want a pineapple up? Nah, I'm all good, thanks.
Just stuck there all alone with your bag of pineapple lumps?
I mean, it was a cold, hard veneer, but sort of gradually and slowly I broke through.
Josh Thompson.
Clark, I was just wondering, you know how they often move these houses at like 3 in the morning and they often have a car at the front that says wide load. Do you think the car could say like, oh, we're moving a whole house? So when you're like driving at 3 in the morning, you're not really thinking, but then you see a house, you don't freak out?
Yeah, especially if you're stoned as that.
No, you both touched on a very good point there because the drivers that you tend to meet at 3 in the morning Those flashing purple lights actually can act as an attractant. I don't think it'd matter what you put on the signs for some of the people that come out of the mist.
Now, Clark, look, you are here to talk about the show, but I do have to ask, give us a little wedding goss, eh? Just a little something, like who are we wearing? Who's doing the dress? Are we doing formal dining or just light sort of canapes? Are you on the Barbie? Give us a little something,
You've covered all the bases of things that I've yet to actually make decisions on. So,
So you're one of those husbands. You're going to turn up on the day,
mate. I'm too busy in trucks trying to win truck drivers.
Oh, and your wife, your to-be wife is not busy at the moment, Clark.
It is like I don't know who's in charge, mate. But you know, it's.
She is, Clark. She's the Prime Minister of New Zealand. Well, I tried and I didn't succeed. Clark, an absolute pleasure to have you on the show, as usual. Are you ready to ask our contestants some questions from the regions?
Well, considering this is what I thought I was only doing, let's get into it. I'm excited about this. The Southern District Police got a 111 call from a 4-year-old.
Thanks, lady.
Yes, what's going on?
Actually, there's something.
What did he want to tell her?
Chris.
It wasn't David or his dad who did it.
I do not believe this young boy was a member of that family.
No, he wanted to show off some of his toys, right? And then they sent a cop over to entertain the kid, I guess.
Yeah, that's more or less it. In fact, the police officer went round and agreed with him, said he did in fact have some very cool toys.
Oh, it's good. It's good then that he wasn't wasting police time. It's good that they were in fact cool.
A slightly different outcome from when Ursula called the police and asked them to come around and have a look at her toys.
Although, I must say, all those police ladies were very helpful.
All right, Clark, next question, please.
The iconic TSS Earnslaw, it's the big steamship in Queenstown, it's got a long and varied history, took sheep up the lake once, is looking at making a change. What is it?
Little history lesson there from Clark Gayford.
You're welcome.
We know he loves his boats. Chris.
They're putting it on hydrofoils, Hayley, like the Team New Zealand, make it go faster.
No, the whole point is cruising around having a nice slow afternoon. Josh.
Oh, look, we've all taken sheep up the lake, mate. I accidentally pressed the buzzer.
Oh, that's okay. Nice to have you chime in, Josh. Just nice to hear from you. Can't pay you any points for an accidental buzzer hit there. Bree.
They're moving from coal-powered to a more eco-friendly option.
Goodness me, Bree, you've been using your time in lockdown well. That is bang on.
Clark, I'm not just pretty, I'm smart.
Yeah, there you go.
The points don't lie.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you said you were pretty, but that's all right. You just tried to...
I threw that in.
Oh, good. I didn't
Carry
write
on,
these
Clark.
questions, by the way, but here we go. Jacinda and I were excited by this Lower Hutt man's tattoo. What is it?
Chris?
Is it a little Lego version of Jacinda?
And you'd be exactly right.
Look
Yeah.
at that.
Well done.
Do you see a few of these, Clark, of tattoos of our mate Cindy?
I have to say that's not the first. There's a full range of them of varying pedigree.
Wow, you've been hanging out with politicians too long. What he's trying to say there is that one was shit.
No, Vaughan, no, you're completely wrong. What I'm saying is it's not the worst one I've seen.
Oh, wow, there's worse. Jesus.
There you go. It's time for us to take a break, but when we come back, our winner will be crowned. Clark, thank you so much for joining us. A big hello to Auntie Cindy as well.
I'll pass on your regards.
Can you show her this tattoo from
No, Ursula. Kia ora anō e hoa mā. Well, it's time to bring it on home with a round of Rapid Recall. All right, my friends, hands on buzzers. Start that clock now. For the first time in over a century, what has been spotted in Wellington? Josh?
Normal milk.
Absolutely not, never. Vaughan.
Tete Pounamu, Hayley.
It is the Tete Pounamu, New Zealand's tiniest little bird. So cute.
Delicious with dill.
A new study out of the United States has confirmed that mixing different types of COVID vaccines is what? Bree?
A pretty good buzz.
Not quite what they're advertising. Vaughnie?
It's effective, right? If you get the first shot from Pfizer and the second shot from Moderna, it's like just as effective.
It's all good. Your booster shot can be a different manufacturer than your initial vaccine. Points are yours. Bad news for department store farmers. What happened, Vaughan?
The Santa Bears couldn't get MIQ spots.
Oh, no!
I know.
Devastating news. Josh?
Business has slowed due to an international pandemic.
You know, I should pay you the points for that, but this is specific to farmers. Ursula?
They got an F rating because of their fashion report or something. It's not very ethical.
Indeed, they got an F rating on the latest ethical fashion report. Not very good. Tutoring services have reported that the show Squid Game has caused a massive uptick in people looking to learn what? Vaughan?
How to stand perfectly bloody still.
A good skill to have, not what they want to learn. Chris?
The Korean language, right, Hayley?
The Korean language, 10 points to you, Chris. Good news for the Marlborough AMP show. What's been announced? Vaughan?
As many Marlboro cigarettes as you can smoke.
Oh, yeah, not quite the answer I need, Ursula.
They can still go ahead, they just can't have people watch them live in person abuse those horses.
There you go. Indeed, they will go ahead in level 2, the only caveat being not open to the public. Another big change for the Wiggles. What has happened? Chris?
They're dropping a death metal album, Hayley.
Oh, you know I'm excited. Not the answer I want, Bree.
They're actually losing the yellow wiggle. She's retiring to do her PhD.
She is indeed. Emma Watkins, the first ever female Wiggle, she is leaving. Over to Cyprus, where this photo got people talking. Why? Bree?
That's the picture Chris Parker sent me last night, Hayley. It was a little bit smaller though on the phone.
She asked for it. Bree asked for it.
I'm sure she did.
Yes, I did.
Josh?
It's just a potato, a very big, veiny potato.
It is. It is just a tribute to a humble potato. But of course it has gone viral for obvious reasons. It look like a penis. Moscow has made headlines by launching FacePay. What is FacePay? Chris?
If you don't support Putin, your face will pay.
Not quite the answer I want, Bree.
It's actually a facial recognition payment system, so you can pay with your face.
It is indeed. It's going to be implemented in more than 240 metro stations. Vaughan?
The Queen's had that for ages.
It is a tough time for avocado growers. Why? Josh?
There's a worldwide pandemic, guys.
Affecting all of us, but again, I want a specific answer for avocado growers. Vaughan?
Well, they've all got tractors, Hayley, but do they avocado?
All right. Chris? Josh? Don't give him anything.
I love that.
Bree?
Well, see, what happened was, Hayley, there's the price is dropping because there's a big increase in the amount of fruit around, but a big decrease in the amount of people that want it.
Yes, there is a huge increase in the amount of fruit coupled with a decrease in demand.
Hayley.
Oh,
Hayley,
no.
Can I have a point, though?
It's funny stuff. It's funny
It's
stuff.
not funny.
I like that one.
I'm moving along. Exciting news for Courtney Kardashian. Ooh, that's now bringing us to the end of the show. Let's check that final leaderboard. And our winner tonight is Bree Tomasel.
Oh. Let's go. Yep, just did that on TV.
Well, congratulations to our winner and thank you to everyone for playing tonight. We'll leave you with this reminder of the need to pay attention to paying your power bill.
Still seeing delays, but a lot better than what it was here. Oh, come on. Not again.
Well, guys, that is us for the season. Thank you so much for watching this year. We will be back later on with a Christmas special, so make sure you're on the nice list. Hi-da-da.
Yeah.
Woo.
Bye. See you later. Bye. We out.